Yo, and welcome back to another review for Infinite Warfare Zombies, and today we're doing DLC 1, which is Rave in the Redwoods. So we've just finished doing Zombies in Spaceland, and Rave in the Redwoods is the next map in order. And it's not my favourite. And I'm gonna obviously have to do the same thing I did before, go over the goods and the bads. Let's go with the goods. Let's start positive. The goods is I love the way the map is, the way it's set. I like that it's in like a cabin in the woods, sort of like style. Like it just looks nice with all like the cabins and like all the trees and like the setways and like the lighting. It's a very cool looking map. Another thing I quite like about this map is the souvenir system. Now, it's basically the souvenir system from Zombies in Spaceland, but in Zombies in Spaceland, there wasn't much you can get from them. In this, they've added a few more things like the balloon trap and stuff like that, like the barrier trap, I don't know if that was in there. I don't know what that's called. Revocator. Another thing I like about this map is the Rave mode. After round 10, it's a bitch. I mean, you have that fucking slasher prick who just spawns in and just mugs you, but when you're on a lower round and you just like go in and kill zombies, it actually looks really nice. It just looks cool physically. Like the way that the floor, like the zombies change their looks. It looks pretty dank. I mean, it doesn't last very long, which I don't care about, because I don't like things lasting long anyway. But it certainly is a cool feature that they added in. The first time I've ever seen it in Zombies, I believe, like any Zombies game. And it is definitely a cool thing to add in. Another thing I quite like about this map is the boss fight. I love the way like you're fighting some like huge like slasher thing. Like, isn't it like Kevin Smith? Like he turns into it or something like that. Like at the end, it falls off the boat, and like he just turns into this fucking huge slasher prick who just mugs you. Like, it's pretty cool. Like, it doesn't make sense, in my opinion, of why it happens, but I think it's cool. And as long as it's cool, then who cares, right? As long as it looks alright. I mean, the story in this game is alright, I guess. Don't hate it, I don't love it. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the Treyarch story either. I don't really think there should be a story in a third game mode, but people enjoy the story in Zombies, people like the way the story's set out, then you can go ahead and like it. It's your opinion. If you like the story and like the fact there's a story in a third game mode of Zombies, fair enough. I'm happy for you, but I'm just not a huge fan of it. Another thing I don't like I like about this map is the bows. The bows are pretty good. I mean, yeah, it's kind of copying Der Eisendrache from Black Ops 3, where DLC 1 had bows, and in this one they made crossbows, both elemental. And I do understand it's kind of copying, but they did it in a good way, where it doesn't feel like Der Eisendrache. And like that's the good thing about it, and that's probably all the good things about it, to be honest. Let's move on to the bad things. I don't like the slasher that spawns in when you do the Easter egg steps. So when you do like the picture rituals, you'll get a slasher that spawns in and you have to kill him. Why? I don't understand that. I mean, like those things are challenging enough, especially the arm one is just AIDS. Why make a slasher spawn in? It just makes no sense to me. Another thing I'm not a huge fan of, which I don't really understand why it is in the game, to be honest. And that the audio is a bit loud. Is the way he can teleport the Slasher. Why? Why? Like, sometimes it's literally impossible to get away from him. What am I supposed to do? It's just annoying. Another thing I'm going to call this map is the get into Pack-a-Punch. Like, that should be a one way. Like, yeah, get in there. There should be another way to get here straight away. Maybe like a teleporter, like you can unlock when you get over here to teleport over straight away. It's so annoying that every time I want to go over there and come back, I'm forced to use a boat, which goes slow as. Why can't I just go straight from there? Like, if you can see it from here, it's there. Why just there to there? Why do I have to do a massive circle around? It's just annoying. Another thing, look, it's a boring map, in my opinion. Like, if you haven't played it in a while, and like you'll just come back, you went off it for like a couple of weeks, and you've just come back to it, it's annoying to play. I just don't like playing it over and over again. Like, I can't play it like twice in the same day. Like, I could play it 8 in the morning. I wouldn't want to play it 8 at night. Like, I just wouldn't want to. I don't know what it is. It's just something about it that just doesn't feel right, I guess. Like, it's just not. I don't really like the big guy where you spawn him with no pistol. I've always been used to spawning him with like the Chem 44. It's a pretty good gun. Oh, weapon. Good for points. Why do you spawn him with it in this map? I don't understand. It's just as dumb as them keep changing the starting room weapons. The Hellstorm and the M1 is a great first two weapons to have in spawn. Why are you changing them under like the Banshee and all that? I don't understand. Like, yeah, I don't mind you replacing like the what's that weapon? The Hellstorm, and putting like a G18 in there, like the Hornet. I don't mind that. But why change the M1? It's just annoying. But the M1 is a starting room weapon in this. I mean, there's only one starting weapon, that is the M1. The rest of it's just the main weapons. The other thing I'd like to talk about the main weapons. The beginning of the game, your main priority is to get points, right? Now, you're gonna like grind out the game at the beginning to get those points, like every other zombies game is. But it's not easy to get those points because you get 60 points for melee kills with the melee weapons. Why? Like, normally with every other melee weapon we've had, I'm pretty sure, we got 130 points. Why change it? Well, it's making the game harder, and it makes it not fun to play. If they gave you 130 points every time you used it, this map would be so much better. It's just a little thing which just annoys me. It is just annoying. It doesn't need to be there, but they just do it anyway. Like, it's just annoying. And I don't like how tedious it is to get the crossbows. I don't know how I feel about it. It's not tedious, so for say. It's just long. I mean, you have to spend a lot of time here. It takes years to fill up the trophies. And it's just boring after that every single game, and then going and then risking your life. Sometimes you'll die when you just get to that last part. You have to like use the Vlad bow to get it. Like, it's so hard. Like, especially in like the typical area where you're going for the deer bow, which is probably the best bow. Which acts like a sort of like a longer distance thunder gun, let's sort of say, from Kina to certain what. And whereas it is a cool concept, like, I don't think we should just get the bows. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like just collect 4 trophies, you get the bows, but there's just something about this map which just doesn't bond right. It's like, it's a bit like Gorod Crovey in my opinion from Black Ops 3. There's nothing wrong with the map. It hasn't got a hard pack-a-punch. The run weapon is in the box, you don't have to do tedious stuff for it. But there's just something about the way the map is which I just don't like. It is a good map actually. It is a good map. But there's just something about it which just doesn't go right, and the same with Gorod Crovey. Good map, but there's something about it that just doesn't go right. And I'm not 100% sure what it is, and I want to know what it is because I want to enjoy these maps. I think that Infinity Ward have done a great job with zombies so far, and from seeing gameplay of A Beast from Beyond, which is DLC 4 coming out on Tuesday, it looks pretty good. It looks like we're going to have a pretty good season of maps. But there's just certain things which just don't need to be there, which I'm just not the hugest fan of. I mean, other people might like it and that's up to them, but I just don't like it. Another thing I think about this map is this. The way the zombies spawn pretty far in front of you. They will spawn way in front of you when you're going into a new area. And that means, like, if you're on higher rounds, it's easy to get trapped. Extremely easy. And that's just annoying because, like, it means you're just dying off something you're not dying because of lack of skill. You're dying from just bad development, in my opinion, in the game. Yeah, of course, like I said, like, challenge is needed. You need challenge in a game. You're not going to get any better if you don't have challenge, but don't make it to that point where you're challenging me is just annoying. Like, I want to enjoy the game. I want to play the game and know that I'm enjoying this game. I'm enjoying spending my day or hours, like, playing your game. And I do enjoy playing Infinite Warfare. I actually uploaded the video saying why Infinite Warfare is a good game. That was based from the multiplayer side of the game, and I do think the multiplayer side of the game is good. Yeah, is there problems? Is there problems with it? Yeah, there is, but there's also good things. And it's like this, like, there's problems with it and there's good things, but I'm dragging this away too long than it needs to go. I'm just going to end the video here. Up next map will be Shaolin Shuffle, which will be interesting, as Shaolin Shuffle is probably my favourite map so far, the Infinite Warfare zombies. So if you did like this review, I know I ramble on a bit, but I just like to make sure, like, everything's known, so you know what I think is good about the map, what I think bad about the map. So then, like, you can be like, see if you agree or see if you disagree with, like, my statement. If you agree, then dank. If you don't, then still dank. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.